It all begins here, John. The road to the ESL Pro League. It starts with steps on Vertigo, and MIBR find themselves up early as they came out of the upper bracket. They've got a map already in their pocket. They just need to win two. Swisher chased back early on. He's under major pressure here at the A site, but Swisher and DJ, they'll hold up. A chance, an advantage in this post plant. The bomb will go down, but it's all about this flank from Mistim starting to develop. A teammate coming along with them. Here's the fight. Mistim down for the kill, but do they expect Rec to come from the same angle? That becomes the big question for MIBR. Two players up top need to do something to pull attention to allow Rec the space to come on out, and that's exactly what happens. He capitalizes. Now they have to focus his way. They have to find this kill, and he's just holding them at bay, allowing his teammates ever closer, allowing them to get on the ball.
They're defusing.
This can't be stopped. This can't be stopped. They've just snatched the round.
Wow, and they get the final blow as well onto Turtle, which is a bit of a moot point, but still an additional $300 for the frag, and 1-0
John,
for ATK.
That's such good presence of mind for Rec to recognize that it's not so important he get a follow-up kill after he has the one. It's important that he stays alive and holds them because they have to go back to fight them, right? So if he pushes forward, he immediately gets swung by two. Instead, he sticks back, and that's the key
Just attracts the
piece.
attention. Absolutely. No, I do agree. You know, just well played by ATK overall, and Rec just making enough noise and keeping enough attention in his direction for the flank to materialize, and then there's just very little that MIBR could do. But they do get the bomb plant. And even though they do get that plant, they don't opt to force buy. Interesting decision for MIBR, as they're going to have 2 Tech 9s, a couple of Deagles, and the P250. But that's it. They're saving for a stronger buy-up in round number 3. Not often do we see that decision. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw a team get a plant and not force up in the following round. Rec's going to get the opener onto Insani. 5v4 in favor of ATK.
It is very counter the meta.
Yeah.
You could just get such a potent buy off of that plant, but they're not going to do it. Rec has a chance to just chew through this whole setup, but likewise, this is a risk. He's got a lot of teammates close at hand, but if he falters, it'll be a little easier. Well, now he's got the reinforcements here. There's really not much more threat into this round. Yes, Rec will lose his life, but one gun dropped is hardly a disaster, hardly a tragedy, and the bomb's on his back, but there's been nothing to really pull the rotations. ATK are content to sit. Let this round develop.
Reminder that last time ATK played against MIBR here on Vertigo, they only got 3 rounds. It was a 16-3 drubbing in that upper bracket semi. And then prior to that, they lost by a scoreline of 9-16. So again, as I mentioned earlier, only 12 rounds for them against MIBR over the last 2 BO3s they've played up against them on this map.
To be fair, though, it feels like having that day off, having that little bit of time to recover. I mean, Swisher was telling us about it, that he just slept in as late as possible. It set this team right. I mean, it's been a slog for them. It's been a grind for them, and having that little bit of time to refresh, it's a nice one. Problem is, MIBR has also had quite a bit of time to refresh, so they're also presumably going to be very on point here.
Yeah. And also, ATK has surprised us against MIBR in the past. We're going to go back a couple of seasons, but in Season 42, they were playing them in the lower finals, and everyone there was expecting MIBR to have a significant edge as well, but ATK destroyed them. 16-7 on Overpass and 16-6 on Vertigo. Yes, it's a little while ago. Yes, the teams are a little different, with Jota being on MIBR instead of Insani, and ATK having Fady and MOTM instead of DJ and Rec, but still, I think it shows that ATK, that core anyway of ATK, can come and pop off at any time.
Certainly. And I mean, that was en route to ATK's win that saw them make the path into the Pro League, right? So,
yep.
Been an interesting mixed destiny between these two squads, vis-a-vis Challenger League playoffs, vis-a-vis the Pro League. Now it seems like we're going to get MIBR making their way up the A ramp. They've got a lot of really not contested player towards Cement. DJ gets a kill, but oh no, actually, DJ got that kill steps. He was not Cement at all. Mini map throwing me for a little bit of a flummoxing. So they got this control. The question is, can they plant the bomb? Smokes aren't walls, and bullets certainly can come back the other way, as can HEs. There they go. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Wow.
Exit just barely limps out of this one. Is there a 3rd nade? There is. DJ, though, has to bring it from the other side of the map, and he's a little late for it. That's a quick move from Bowden. Swisher a follow-up.
Oh,
Back and forth here. Headshots could be everything. Now the flank is starting to come to bear, but Insani, he's got the perfect presence of mind to check it. There's no smoke to cover off this bomb. They're just gonna have to do it the hard way. And well, Insani, he's up to the task. Missed him, running out of time, running out of chances. He does have a kit, but he needs to get these kills now, and he knows the cement player has to peak for him to have an opportunity here. So he'll back away. This round conceded. It's off the back of Insani's strong play in the post plant that they see this win.
Just a phenomenal hold there in the post line as Insani will lose his life. Anyway, he tried to survive, just didn't have enough health.
I like his confidence that he's like, I can save here, right? This is fine. This is what we do. This is where we save.
He tried. He made an effort, but there's no way. Not with that little health. And he will go down. But a 3K and a 2v4, really, really well played. And there's a reason why Insani is second on the team with a 1.58 impact rating. Yes, that's second on the team with a 1.58 impact rating. BRN, number 1, with an impact rating of 1.76 in these playoffs. Yes, MIBR have been that good. And Insani continues to try and frag out here as he's going to go up this A ramp very aggressively. Insani also the frag leader in these playoffs with 135 frags and a 98.2 ADR. That ADR leads the playoffs of all teams.
And that's why.
Yes.
Why? He's so good. He actually, I mean, after a lights out Kato campaign, he was actually quieter in their pro league stint, which is interesting here, right? So he's been a little up and down, but when he's on, when he's having, it's usually a tournament, right? He sort of fluctuates tournament by tournament. When he's having a series, he looks like he could be the next great star out from Brazil. I mean, when we were in Kato, right, after the games that they had, the number of people who, after one big event, were saying Furia Insani as a realistic possibility, it's pretty astonishing. BRN runs one down with the MAC 10. 1-for-1 is perfectly fine. And they'll continue to trade. That's a little bit better for the CTs. Exit's trying to bait a response here, and he'll get it. Under pressure, Bowden hits the dirt. And now this is a tough ask for Swisher, and Turtle with the spot right before the smoke blooms will make sure there's no possibility here.
Wow. I mean, just that first round that MIBR picks up is crazy in itself because of the advantage that ATK had, but MIBR played it so well, right? They spotted the player at ramp, they isolate them, and then Insani just pops off to get the last two. But right there, another great little execute onto the A site, trying to bait out the peek from Bowden, and it works. Exit spots him out and then isolates and kills him before he goes to plant that bomb. And just the opening shot, the opening kill from Insani is just, wow. Tied up 2-2. Timeout going to be called here, I would imagine, by ATK to talk things over. Actually, no. MIBR calling a timeout. Interesting.
Got a few things out early. Maybe a little bit of a spot from the coaching staff just saying, yeah, it's not quite what we want things to look like. They've got Bit, of course, in the coaching. Tacitus as their assistant coach.
Oh, Tacitus.
Yeah, he's been their assistant coach since he left Furia.
He used to be with Team 1, right?
No, he used to be with Triumph, is what you're thinking.
Oh,
of.
yeah. Yes.
He was the coach of Triumph back in the day before the Furious stint. A swing down the A ramp. Cheeky play with the USPs, but it only nets them one. I like the idea. Got to maximize those old auspices. But yeah, no, Tacitus, old hand here in NACS.
That's right. Oh, man. Glad to see him finding success at the S tier level, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised not to see him get a head coaching opportunity, actually, but I think the chance to work with Bit is definitely a promising one, right? I mean, he's already worked with Gary, so Bit, another one of the great minds that we think of in Brazilian CS. Chance to continue to build that resume.
Man, why did I think Team 1? I don't know. Anyway.
Couldn't tell you.
Nice shot from
Maybe you're
Bowden.
thinking of Chucky, who then moved over to Godsent and stepped by 0-0 Nation?
Yes. A lot of these coaches getting really good opportunities from
lineage of BR coaches. They all date back to the 1.6 players for the most part. It's interesting to follow the threads.
ATK.
Oh
Looking to
my
capitalize
goodness,
off that
Rec.
opener. Yeah, Rec's in a really good spot to punish here. Oh, he spotted him and he
Oh.
got him! 5v3
Oh, he knows.
in favor of ATK.
He sees so much too. So much information. He's away. That's a massive play for Rec. I believe he spotted 2 more players if he recognized what he saw in time. So they know. I mean, you can see the reinforcements are coming through. 3rd player here. Another one to shift in towards mid. They're very ready for this B take.
That's a really good flash, but too good. Rec is blinded as well, so we can't peek around it.
1-for-1 trade. Not going to be good enough for MIBR to crack this site. They need a hero play from Exit or Henny. That's a ripper of a nade. Half of his health gone in the blink of an eye. The op trying to duel. That looked like it was on, but apparently not. And now, Henny alone. 18 seconds. The worst thing that could happen here for him is dying after time, and he's only got 15 to figure this out.
I think there's a flank on.
Just threw the op away.
That was the right choice. Yeah,
Here's
look,
the
Swisher's
dead man.
looking for it, but it's gone. He knows. He looks into the abyss that is 42 floors down below, and that op ain't coming back.
Here's the real question.
To
All right.
Yes.
Hear me out, John. Let's imagine a scenario. Someone goes to... All right, so that last player scenario, right? Henny goes to throw the op away. But as he gets killed as he throws the op away, and as the op falls off, someone else jumps out, throws their gun away, picks up the op mid-air. Do we think the round could end before they died from the fall?
I don't think so. I think they would die from the fall regardless.
I need CS Mythbusters to figure out if that
Yeah.
is a possible scenario, because that would be the craziest stunt type thing.
Also, I don't know if you would catch up to the op. I think it would be too far away.
Well, because,
Yeah.
okay, so the op arcs up, right? When you initially
Right.
throw it. And so if you jumped at that same moment while someone else killed the
Okay,
opper,
so it's another
Henny,
person jumping.
and you're basically falling concurrent with the op. Yeah. I think it's
a good
possible.
question.
Or you jump shot with an SMG to do it.
I think there's just too much time, though, left after the round is won. You'll still die from fall.
Well, that's
fall
no
damage.
fun. Let's see if Vincent's going to have some fun. 1-for-1. Information gained. He knows it's a ramp play coming. Most likely, they've got DJ aggressively postured down the steps, but look at this for Exit. Mid lurk could be critical if he decides to activate off the back of it. Heavy presence has shifted in towards A, and yeah, they've canceled. DJ's coming back up. This is going to be really interesting. They're coming towards the B steps now. DJ tucked into the corner. They heard the rotation, so are they going to think this is clear? With 4 alive, certainly they have to be aware of the possibility of deep control. But they don't have nades to clear them out. It'd have to be a flashbang. They're only one, so they don't want to commit it. That drops the bomb. DJ is just trying to get a little bit more damage. Knew they were coming for him. That's back on the angle. Now he's going to have a chance to shut this all down. That kill in mid is huge. Exit. Big play, but there's the timing for Rec. He's got the bomb, and there's nothing Exit can do about this. He's out of position. He was meant to be the insurance factor for his teammates on site. With no teammates on site, well, the insurance can't come due.
Wow, Rec, that is impressive stuff. He looks sharp today to kick things off. As we mentioned, not necessarily as good as he'd been throughout these playoffs in yesterday's series. ATK still won 2-0, so it didn't really matter, but here we go. Rec defending this B site so effectively. I really like the spacing and timing by Henny and Insani coming around that corner, by the way, to get that trade and ensure that DJ was caught off guard. But man, Rec around the danger panel again. Lethal. 2K comes through. ATK retaking the lead here 4-3, and MIBR's money is pretty much gone. They do go for the hero buy, Exit with that AK in his hands, but everyone else on either Glocks or P250s. In fact, 3 Glocks and only a lone P250 in Henny's hands. Exit peering around here towards the B stairs. This is where MIBR appears to want to end up. That is that B site. No util though, Mike. They got to take these fights dry.
The booster. Oh, they made an audio cue. They got a nade back in turn.
no.
They can't attempt it again. They know. They know. They know.
They're just
Information's
going.
given over. Rec's in trouble. Smoke to give him some cover. He needs support, though. And he's got it on the cross. Swisher posted up. Now Rec can isolate these fights a little bit. And the Molotov's going to chase them back, so they will cancel. But look at the deep control. Look at missed him. Oh, he's in the labyrinth, in the thick of things. And he wants to take them through the maze. That's a heck of a shot for Exit. We got a round back on our hands. with that deep control from Mistim that can activate at any moment. This is still a very tough one for the pistol players of MIBR.
Surprised to see Mistim waiting for so long, but I guess it makes sense. Doesn't want that rotation to come through. Now MIBR are going to commit, and this could be Mistim's chance to shine. Rek and Bowden are waiting to receive MIBR, and there's a run boost. It works. BRN gets out of the crosshairs of Rek, but Rek is still able to live with one. Rotating around, trying to get a second, and the third. There we have it. Rek does enough damage, maybe. Pulls out the pistol against Exit. Is that going to be enough? Exit goes down, and he doesn't have time.
That's an ace.
It is.
An ace for Rek. Masterful positioning, masterful patience, masterful control. Even if he hadn't gotten that final kill, he had already won it on time, and he knew. He had a sense of that clock. Mistim was only there as the insurance policy, and that's a brilliant bit of play for the young gamer. I mean, this is potentially his last stint with the squad, right? He's got to show up here as well as he can as an audition, if not for this team, for his next team.
Yeah.
He's playing this B anchor role about as well as you could possibly hope early on.
Oh, absolutely. It's unbelievable. I mean, 14-5 after only 8 rounds.
The crazy thing is, if you take his ace away in the last round, he still has over a kill a round. Yep.
Now he's got almost 2.
That's good. That's pretty darn bonkers. They're coming his way again. Haven't learned their lesson. Yeah. Let's see if he can teach it again. He's found the first, looking for more, swinging. This time he gets stuck a little bit. Teammate grouped with him. Quite feel he had the space to back out. Sticks around, so only one. See if his teammates can change things. There's no more nades for MIBR. So once these smokes fade, this could get very precarious, and missed him.
Wow, that's
well, he's going to take out the forward presence.
Really good one for Mistim to find, as MIBR still haven't been able to plant the bomb. The smokes have completely faded. They're coming around. Exit, trying to go for that forward positioning near the ventilation. But goes for the plant, sticks it down. Henny covers him, gets one. Swisher finds the immediate trade, so still the man advantage in favor of ATK. As Exit finds DJ, then Swisher trades it back immediately. Excellent work from ATK to ensure that the numbers advantage stays in their favor, as Insani is just hiding behind the pillar here, desperately hoping to stay alive. But it's not going to happen. Swisher, who's been amazing here for ATK throughout these playoffs, deals the killing blow and secures a 6 for ATK, who have come alive here against the Brazilians.
Good economic damage in that one. But with the bomb plant, they may want to chase it. Right, 2 players surviving, money not quite having built up for ATK, MIBR, 4K-ish per player. It's going to be a real tempting one.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're taking the pause to figure out. I think this is worth chasing in terms of the opportunity that it presents if you can crack through here. But no, BRN seems like he's going to go for the half. Tech9's absolutely viable. Tech9's armor and execute on towards the site. It can work.
MIBR and BRN are a very disciplined team in these situations.
MIBR.insani.
Why not? It works. They did invest in the hero AK, so they got the 1 hero AK on exit. Everyone else is just going to go for the half buy. Interesting.
That's the luxury of being an IGL, is that you can be like, I'm going to hero AK this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. Not Insani, not BRN, not Turtle. Me. To be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, John.
I said I wouldn't mind if it were Insani or BRN, though.
But to be fair, in defense of Exit, I will say, first of all, he's a capable player. Second of all, he is the least likely to sprint forward head first and lose it right off the first phase.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
His teammates, as skilled as they are, occasionally might get a little overzealous in some of their peaks.
I mean, that's what gets them the crazy stats, though, and the impressive performances, right?
Certainly.
Certainly.
We had a boost up here. Now it's just an info hop. Mistim says, no thank you. I'm out. He's out in the nick of time. Nade gonna sail back. Mistim. Close up. That's a bold angle to take against a limited buy, but it's gonna be traded, at least for the moment. They have to get past the smoke and they know it. That's such high pressure. That's so tough. Exit 2.
What?
Oh, following the tracers through. And suddenly, this is dangerous. The bomb's down. And they can't really recover the guns that they've dropped, so Exit still needs to put in work, but that's why the rifle was put in his hands.
I guess, yeah.
The side hall, they're coming the side hall. The timing, the nade's out, oh my goodness. This couldn't have gone worse. Rek gets caught with a flash in hand, and now this could be disastrous. He nearly finds Henny, but it's not enough. MIBR, they don't go for the force buy. They make the disciplined choice, and they still crack a round through.
Wow, I take it back. Exit deserved to have the AK in that round. What a play following the tracers, getting the 2 frags that were critical to give his team that man advantage. And then afterwards, I mean, the timing was perfect. They caught ATK with utility, Rek in particular with utility in his hand, so he couldn't support his teammate. That left that fight isolated, and then Rek was by his lonesome, and not much he could do with his position already revealed. So there you have it. MIBR back on the scoreboard here with a 4th round, and ATK, the Recombinant, not looking that good in that previous round. Well, you can see the result of it. Not a great buyout. Henny going to get the headshot onto Swisher, missed him, spotted out. He's down to 5 HP, and Sonny's trying to spam him down, but missed him. Will at least escape, but he is limping along there at the side hall.
Seems like it's going to end A. MIBR not quite committed yet. Look at this positioning for Rek. Look at Rek. Oh my goodness. He's through spawn.
Oh boy.
He's going to be able to catch players coming out of forklift. There's the contact. BRN's ready for it. A dink was actually there from the M4, but it's just an M4, so it's not a kill. DJ hears them. He might be fast on the flank, but there's no one on B, so flank doesn't really matter if there's nothing in the front of it. It's a huge opportunity for Rek. Imagine if he had an AK, right?
Yeah. But he didn't. Neither did DJ. Only had a pistol, and he goes down again. Insani will catch Bowden, trying to go back towards that A site, potentially to save or maybe find something. Either way, missed him, who was lit up right after this round started. Well, he's the last one standing. Insani probably going to get a fight here. You have to imagine, and he does. Missed him, not even looking that direction. That will be that. Insani racks up his 12th frag here, only behind Rek, who's at 16 because of that ace, but still, Insani's performing well for MIBR, and ATK, once more, are staring down at a Nico round. Here we go with round number 12. All USPs. The only investment here is Rek with a flashbang, and they're going to try charging a T-spawn. This could work. Exit's overloaded. Free AK upgrade and no trade in sight. MIBR's going to try and activate to get to the bomb site, but Bowden finds Turtle. Will they get a plant? They will, but still, that's 2 AKs. And a round they invested only $200, and just saving that's, I mean, already a win.
Yeah, certainly if they take it through, but I think with this man advantage, this opportunity is going to be a little too tempting. They're at least going to give this a look. See if they can't get another free kill. At that point,
you gotta save the AKs, yeah.
Have to go for it. So let's see what's going to happen here. Might be chasing down Insani.
Did they see him?
Did T-side just nade Insani? Where did that HE come from? They've got him run down. And he's eliminated. They're going to make this round expensive at the very least, but they can't find that 3rd rifle. They're going to have to back away. It's Rek down at the bottom of a ramp who will try and just deal out some damage probably on the tail end of this. See if he can't drop a player. And he can't. So 2 survive. Money is no longer a huge concern for MIBR. They're just happy to take rounds.
Yeah, I think that nade had to have come from MIBR, unless it was dropped on the ground and ATK had it.
It may have been picked up from one of the bodies and bounced in from elevator. The only thing that makes sense to me.
Either way, or it could have been that MIBR wanted to make it seem like no one was there. So
that's next level. Take down half of your teammate's health to sell that he's not in the position when you've already won the round.
Hey, look.
That's I think you're 2 steps too far ahead, John. That's like Giga Brain. Well, beyond 2,000 IQ plays.
I'm always thinking that way, Mike. You never know.
I know. You're always ready for the edge niche case that they've thought of. Great kill from Swisher. Nice. Finding Insani. I think that was a facet of the Molotov being behind him, potentially, giving a little bit of a visibility clue. That's going to be fixed in Source 2, John.
Yes. No more one-ways.
No more. Theoretically. I'm sure there's a way to exploit it. There's always a way, and CS players will find it.
I don't know.
But for the time being, it seems like no one-ways.
Yeah.
Which is great for me, because I don't know any. Rack trades out DJ over towards B. They've held on to both sides nimbly. They've spotted the up now, and I think likely know it's a boost up. So that confirms 2 players if they're processing quick enough. And it seems like that's going to funnel MIBR here towards B. So Rat going to be tested again. He's been crazy good. 17 kills. Round 13. See if he can pad that already quite substantial total.
Well, he will be tested again. As you mentioned, MIBR heading towards this B site. 3 players left. They take Rek down cleanly, then they'll have a path forward here.
There's no
Looks
molly
like
for him.
wants to support.
That's an airburst on default.
Oh, no.
Ooh, no one was there. But they're going to have to be wary of the position if they realize it. The blunders early on. If Bowden takes contact, Rek can play off of it. He's found one. Now they're not looking at all. And Rek, it's so clean. Bowden, that's a great way to play selflessly. With his ping, taking the swing, still finding one, and setting up your teammate to close. That's beautiful teamwork.
Absolutely. I mean, just Rek as well. The patience, the poise behind Pillar, waiting for his opportunity. And like you said, Bowden sacrificing himself so that Rek would have the chance to deal the killing blows. And ATK again take the lead 7-6. MIBR are able to absorb that. They've got a full buy pretty much coming through again here. And Henny's looking for the opener. Bowden actually finds it onto Turtle, but is immediately traded by Exit. Looks like MIBR want to pick up the pace a little bit, potentially here in towards the B site. The Molotov's going to slow them down a little bit. And BRN's just trying to make some noise here towards ramp. Now Henny's joined him. And we'll see where MIBR decide to end up here in this round as Mistim's up close and personal. He gets punished. Do they think Swisher's going to be here as well is the question.
Oh, such a bold play on the smoke fade. This is getting very rough. Rek's been lost, trying to take a little bit of space back. They're getting a little desperate in this round. This aggression is costing them, and Swisher's in a tough spot back into the corner, and Insani dodges his flash, and so Swisher is a goner.
Whoa.
DJ alone, the money vaporized for this last round. There's a little bit in the tank, but ATK, it's going to be tough. So you're looking at a 2-round swing, potentially, unless DJ can pull off some heroics here. And throw on utility, they're just going to rotate. They're just going to leave him, say, okay, congrats, you burned your nades, you secured A. There's 2 sites, bud. There's 2 sites. They got
DJ
him.
looks like he wants to try and get in on the action here.
Yeah. He's got too much to clear. This is a nightmare. They get the first. Not a bad fight. Knows where the next is. Now he's got confirmation on both of them. It says, you know what? Too much. Too much on the angle. I'm out.
Yeah, I think MIBR were about to give him a little too much, though, in terms of information and peaks. But anyway, look, DJ, of course, wants to save this M4. It's more important than trying to go for that hero play because their buy-up in this last round will require a saved rifle to be a little more potent. But MIBR swinging this back and forth, 7-7, all tied up. Looking at the money situation here for ATK, yeah, it's not going to be that bad of a buy-up at all. Suffice to say, ATK would love to take map number 1 here, even out the series at 1-1, and then it's pretty much a BOD.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good way to start off, especially on one of MIBR's strongest picks, right?
Yes.
Coming through, it would be a massive coup, but... Well, while this has looked a lot better than the last stint up against MIBR on the map, it's not decisive just yet, and I think the second half is going to present a real challenge for ATK. So, they've done enough here to make it competitive, to make it a contest. Certainly helps when, you know, you've got a player going 19-10 to this point.
Yeah.
But they're going to need a lot of that in the second half. Ramp control. This would be a big coup. It's aggressive posturing here for the A fight. It's actually playing nicely into ATK's hands. Molotovs come out. Lots of utility for MIBR, though. The cement player could be sold up the river, but they leave themselves exposed. That was a big gap left by Insani.
Yeah.
Exploited. Good flashbang. Good trade. Now the fight's back on. I like this from BRN. Could get this pretty much uncontested. Bowden just looking for some information there with his deagle. With his position now, they could actually leave BRN here, wait for the info clear back through, and then punish off of that. But no, instead BRN will activate early. Now they know about the position. This is maybe a little bit frisky, a little bit risky. Health is getting low. But in a clean sweep, everybody from ATK just melts away, and MIBR are left standing with a 1-round lead to send us to the half.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Everything is twofold. What's joy is pain on the other hand. And what happens when the one that you love is the main cause of your suffering? I need you like I need air to breathe. I need you to save me from me. I'm caught in your wave, I'm drifting away. I need you to save me. Please don't let me drown.
And we're back in. Just 1 round between these two teams. John, how are you feeling about Vertigo with the split?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that was really back and forth. Didn't feel like either team could really wrestle momentum from the other. Yes, MIBR comes out with a convincing win in the 15th round, but I don't think it's going to mean too much. Look at this slaughter between both squads. It looks like out of all of it, MIBR are going to get the 3v2 edge. Mistim and Bodum are still trying to push up here, but he's got a really good angle. There's one and the second. MIBR win it in the first 20 seconds of this pistol.
Talk about decisive.
Yeah.
Talk about a decisive start to the half. My goodness, ATK ran into B and ran into the blender. No bomb plant here either, so whereas in the first half we had a choice for MIBR and they chose not to buy up, for ATK, the decision seems to be made for them. Single deagle, the only investment they've got here. No utility whatsoever. What's the Glock train going to bring us? Mistim wants a fight in mid, it seems. So maybe he finds exit, but no, he just finds death. Swift, sweet release of death. And we got one loading Bolden to contemplate the sins of his team.
Well, expected result there. Not much of an investment for ATK, but the problem for them is that MIBR, like we said, they're very good here on Vertigo. 12-3 over the last 3 months with a plus 85 round differential. And they're also really good on CT side, Mike. In fact, I would argue better than their T side of Vertigo. So this is still going to be a very big challenge for ATK. But if they continue playing the way they did in that first half, I think they'll be able to assert themselves. Here we go. Boost going to come in, and Insani could get caught off here, but he doesn't. In fact, he gets the opening frag. It's exit, excuse me, who gets the opener. Insani just supporting. Molotov's going to fly in. DJ does manage to take down his teammate, but exit gets him from the grave with the Molotov. Insani is getting robbed of frags here, it seems, but, I mean, the end result is that MIBR have the man advantage, and that's all they care about. Missed him, could get the trade. He does. Can he get a second? No. Turtle trades it back at the cost of a little bit of health.
Still a man advantage after this. It's going to be a bomb plant, most likely. Turtle's got to be really careful about how he handles the site now. You can tell he's playing super conservatively. Wants to group up with his team, right? He gets the upgrade to the FAMAS, but for the most part, they've got SMGs left, and this retake could be a bit tricky. Weirdly enough, the angle Swisher's holding is a bit of a boon. They don't know that it's just SMGs and a lot of these players remaining. But that nade, it's a bit of a sniper shot. Gonna dump the Molotov, might just force them forward. Indeed, it does. Swisher trying to capitalize with the flashbang. Timing is great. There's BRN capitalizing. Now it's all in Bowden. That flash could have been the tipping point into this round. They know Bowden's position, but ping or no ping, he's still getting it done. Henny runs him down. Kit available, just enough time, and that is a bonus round won by MIBR.
Yeah, that's just Bowden swinging around corners like his coach advised him to, and it's working for him, at least for that 2K. But Henny closes him out, gets a 14th frag on the map for himself, and honestly, it's Henny's flash that opens up that space. Wow, was it good. Swisher couldn't see anything for so long, just trying to retreat, desperately spamming the AK, but nothing materialized, and that's why MIBR are able to take an 11th round. And it hurts for ATK, right? Because it felt like they could potentially do something there up against those SMGs, but the bonus round goes well for MIBR, and now they've got 4 M4s and the AWP available. Turtle's going to toss a nade in towards B stairs, and he does connect onto Mistim. Wreck also takes damage from Refill, so a couple there. Light, but they do get a frag traded after Turtle finds one.
Flashbangs are effective, but the utility's coming back the other way, and there's a lot more of it on the other side.
Yeah.
Exit's got to be a little wary. There's the player danger panel. It's just a Tech 9 on him. Don't want to get bundled on top of each other. This is a little more prolonged than they'd like in the engagement, but Henny, he will keep it good. He got dinked up, but never took another bullet of damage, and 3 to his own name means that we've got a 5-round lead for MIBR.
Yeah, I find it crazy how little MIBR, I don't want to say how little, but like the fact that Henny hasn't needed to really pop off with the AWP because Insani, BRN, and Turtle have been playing so well. But when he is called upon in situations like that, you see how good he is and how much he can contribute to this Brazilian roster. 17 on the board for him behind Exit, who's not usually at the top either, who's got 19. He was very important a little while ago, right, when they went for those pistols and the AK, and that was a critical round victory for MIBR in that first half. Turtle now is going to try dunking that nade, and it's going to do some damage indeed. DJ down to 43 and missed him down to 47.
That's a chunky nade. We're going to be doing demo review at some point. Turtle's just going to start nodding to himself.
Oh.
Turtle. Can't keep going for those peaks. Wants the information. Certainly he's putting their doubt in their mind, but there comes a time. You have to weigh risk versus reward. ATK want to shift this into an A ramp take. Sorry, MIBR. No, ATK. Where am I going? John, what
You're
is
good, Mike.
happening? This is the second BO5 of the day for me, so the mind, it's just a little boggled.
It's all good.
Just gotta hold on. Oh. Shook my brain back into place.
Work out
We're
the
good.
kinks, Mike. Yeah.
It's like an N64 cartridge. Just had to reset the connection.
BRN could have a fight on his hands. They're going to go for a boost. Good idea here for MIBR to get some information. Is Rec going to expect it? Or DJ? No is the answer, but no frag
Can't stay
comes
here.
through for MIBR. They have to fall off, and he's
Oh my
exposed
goodness.
as well. This is so dangerous for MIBR, and look at this! Missed him with 3, but exit right back through the smoke. Blinded, gets 3 as well! You've got to be kidding me! Swisher responds onto Turtle 2v1 in favor of ATK. Exit's trying to stand on his head again, but he will fall. What a chaotic round. Swisher closes it out, Mike, but I can't believe what I just saw.
MIBR, man. Time is short. Time is short. You've done so much. They're so eager to fight there, right? So they all get stuck by the fence position. They wind up getting caught off with 3 players basically in the same spot. Oh, that's going to be a tough one for MIBR to swallow, and the money's in chaos as a result.
They called a timeout, Mike.
Yeah, understandable. I'm sure there's some frustration coming through from the coach. Did not like the way they played that late round, right? That's...
Yep.
You've got the advantages, you've got the information, you've got the time as your ally, and they lose track of mid. Get sucked in towards the site fight. Big missed opportunity, I think, for MIBR. But for ATK, here's your chance. Here's your road back in. You got to capitalize in this next couple of rounds. But if you win the next 2, whenever the investment does come through from MIBR, whether it's this or the next, you've got a chance to make a real run of this.
I can't believe I didn't got me back into that round and made it possible.
Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have.
No,
That's,
definitely
that one's,
not.
Yeah, that's a little bit of fortune, but even that's not enough to catapult them back through.
They will be going for the full-on save here, Mike. Just USPs and a flashbang that Henny has. They're stacked up here on the A ramp. If ATK decide to go here, maybe MIBR get one, make it interesting, pick up an AK. But it's going to take a lot here. And okay, opening frag for MIBR, and they're going to try and get that AK immediately charging down the ramp. They should be able to find it because it looks like ATK are going to redirect themselves towards B. Exit tries to catch them off, and Swisher gets 1, 2, probably a 3rd, and he'll settle things down considerably.
Meanwhile, the bomb's being planted. So you've got that deep control. Likely just going to be a story of saving that one rifle. Maybe Swisher's vulnerable to get caught.
No.
It's a cheeky angle attempted by Turtle. Exploring his options in the potty. But yeah, this will be one rifle. Making it through. Playing for the long game are MIBR. It'll allow a strong investment into the next, right? The op's going to be back up. Could even play the double up, I think, if they wanted it. Though it doesn't really seem like something they're liable to do on Vertigo. Some choices here. Would also require a glass cannon on the secondary, so definitely not going to be favoring that.
ATK. Is that a timeout from them? Check here. It is. Yeah, ATK calling a timeout here. That is a lot of pauses. What did we have? MIBR already calling 3. That's the first one for ATK in this series, but still. We've had a lot of opportunities for both teams to talk things over. Now, timeout has ended. ATK realizing what's potentially at stake here, and that MIBR will be walking into a round where they're full on investing in AK, 2 M4s, the A1S, and the big green in Henny's hands. Henny missed a critical shot there, of course, on towards that A site, but like you said, Mike, I think he was pushed up way too far on that site. Should have been playing a little bit more passively, and instead ATK just gets 3 frags that they probably shouldn't have had as easily as they got. Anyway, let's see what they can do this time with their guns back in their hands. Henny waiting towards the ramp. Good flashbang thrown from Bowden, I believe it was, and he pushes Henny back. I'm not sure if Henny's going to try peeking that at all again.
Flashbang. That's brutal timing. They're able to get away. Swisher running this down.
Wow.
Overextends. It's Insani. Sorry, overextending towards the death. That was quite the recovery for ATK. Looked like they were dead to rights. Looked like they were completely caught out, but no, somehow, some way, they come out with the advantage. That's the one kit, too. That's got to be recovered. Exit. Exit. Get the kit. Exit the kit. Please. Please get the kit. Oh, no. Turtle. Now getting caught. Didn't expect the players to already be up. And he's a dead man. The question is, well, can he take anyone down with him? And the answer is firmly no. This already looking like a round that might be going by the wayside. Exit thinking about making his. And he's out. They're gone. They're done. ATK find double digits. Oh.
So fourth
was
and
just talking to me
yes.
for that one. That was a private conversation, folks. But yeah, no, MIBR burning their last time out here, taking the time to figure things out with the saved guns. Going to be able to invest around it and get around. But now with the timeouts already having been spent, with the ability for Bit and Tacitus to get involved in the conversation limited now, MIBR have a bit of a tough spot. They need to start winning here and now, John, or ATK could quickly eclipse them.
Yeah, no question. I think still, though, ATK, down by 2 rounds, need to be extremely cautious with the way they approach this one and weren't able to shut down those players that were trying to save their rifles. Good shots from both BRN and Henning to stay alive, as Rek is going to toss that Molotov towards top of ramp and a smoke as well. He's just trying to make as much noise as possible here. Not necessarily going to be the committal from ATK to hit the A site, but he wants MIBR to be wary of this position at the very least, and he starts spamming around that corner. He's trying to catch off the position BRN is in, but the spray is not on point, and now they're going to completely fall off this, grab the bomb, and head in the other direction towards the B site. BRN's taking the space, though. That's huge. So much information gained. That means MIBR can quickly rotate around to B and try to catch off ATK. Missed him, though. Hits the shot onto Turtle. Exit needs to find this trade. It's so critical, but missed him. They can't locate him. He's managed to slip through. Bowden and DJ have joined him, and now Exit has to wait for reinforcements. He loses the fight against Mistim, yes, and Bowden finds Insani. It's a 5v2. ATK have got this one.
Yeah, MIBR pulling the ripcord. MIBR pulling the ripcord, and now the money's built up enough on the T side that they feel comfortable hunting. So BRN, he's got work to do here. Work that he is happy to accomplish, but he's lost his life, and that means only Henny has the option of even limping through. This was looking dominant for a stretch, but MIBR, it's come tumbling on down. So ATK in a round where the op is at best going to survive. Now in the next, we'll have a prime opportunity to not just pull a scoreline tie, but potentially put MIBR down to the floor with it. No, the op won't make it through. This is going to have to be a partial buy at best. This is a disaster scenario for MIBR on a map they expected to be an absolute bastion of strength.
Oh yeah, they were up 12-8 here, and then things started to slip away. It looked like maybe they'd be able to regain control here with their buy-up, but that was the only thing that looked good into the round. Everything else was all ATK as they take an 11th. 1 round away from tying this one up, and MIBR are only going to invest halfway into this round. It's going to be 2 5.7s, 2 Deagles, the USP, and a couple of flashbangs available. Yes, they've pulled off rounds like these before, and Rek needs to be careful here. Luckily for him, the smoke is guising his advance, but once it fades away, BRN could catch him off. Now Rex trying to slip on through, waiting behind the cement bags and above them. He will just molly cement. Wait for his opportunity. Good flashbang thrown there, and it's just a chess game at this point to see who can get the advantage with those flashes.
Comes the space being taken. Wrecked. The tip of the spear here, and he's gaining a lot of ground. That's, I don't even think spotted. I think he's just checking angles, but good awareness from DJ. So man advantage in the post plan to play through, and Wreck to collect too, and this one's looking decisive. It's already just about done. The armor alone might even be worth holding on to. Yeah, sure, DJ dropped. That's not even close to making this contentious. Wreck hasn't quite carried on his ridiculous pace, but he's still got a kill around. Ooh, not quite. He needs one more in this round, John. One more kill here. Come on, Wreck. Get back up to a kill round.
Nah, he's not going to get it now. So, still, I mean, his performance has been absolutely incredible. The rest of his team is waking up around him here to absolutely suffocate MIBR. I mean, they haven't been able to do anything over the last 3 rounds. ATK has just been pummeling them 12-12, all tied up. We need a response from MIBR, at least if you're an MIBR fan or if you're MIBR themselves, because otherwise ATK could just close this one out without MIBR making any further noise. But we know how good MIBR can be. And we'll see if this buy-up will favor them. 4 M4s and the AWP. As BRN peeks around that corner, gets the information, thinking about tossing a smoke. Just going to be a flashbang thrown, though, for ATK. No response yet in terms of util from MIBR. BRN spots out Rex. He's trying to dance around, and it works. He gets one. Not the second, but Swisher actually drops Henny. Insani gets the response, then Turtle gets DJ. Okay, 3v3, but a lot of damage done to Insani, like you said.
Oh, this playthrough mid's going to be huge now. It's a new front. The war on the B site. Damage. Exit. 1 HP. He's a goner. This bomb's being planted. They know there's a player still down the steps, but Turtle tries to press through, and Bowden's ready to meet him. So now it's just a wounded Insani, who limped away from that engagement A ramp and has no positioning here. He's going to have to try and save. At least his position's a bit unknown, so he'll likely be able to take this A4 through, but this is a disaster. MIBR have been shoestringing these buys along. They can't stabilize at all, and ATK, their banks swelling, the cash flow immense, now in the lead.
Mid-round decision, too, to charge in from mid and go right into that B site where exit was, the B site where exit was isolated. Has missed him, will take down Insani, doesn't save anything. But yeah, just a fantastic maneuvering from ATK.
This is astonishing. We are so unused to seeing MIBR just go quiet like this. They seem stumped. They're not taking the initiative in a lot of these rounds, and when they try and make aggro plays, the response is immediately there. So MIBR, look, this is just a half buy, but you're going to have to show us something very soon, or this map is going to be over. Your easy street to a Pro League spot is now starting to look very rocky. Exit just rushing into this one, a flashbang to try and set him up, but he hasn't caught the player. They managed to give him the slip, and Swisher actually didn't get seen either, so Swisher's now going to clear the space. That's wild. Exit did not see him at all, but Swisher was blind, so he just stays alive. Okay. Hand deliver an AK, why not?
I don't think he found it yet.
It's on the ramp. He can't quite reach out for it for risk of being taken down by the Bowden Master. He'll finally find it, a little bit of a jiggle for it, but can BRN get more? Playing the pixel, finding damage, and a headshot! BRN! He's not out, but golly, is that hefty damage he's brought through. And now
on the flank.
This is massive. It's traded, but this is a chaotic round. This is where we needed from MIBR. Even if they don't win this, this is a lot of impact with just the pistols. To show ATK they're still here to compete. Problem is, Swisher's in spawn. They've got the B site, and they know it, and the bomb's going down. Swisher still has a full built at util, too.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough choice for MIBR. Haven't won a round in a while.
You got to try it. You got to buy in the next regardless. You got 2 rifles here. This is winnable. And the chance to swing the momentum off of this.
No
Huge.
kit, though. They have to hurry.
Certainly will, and that late utility from Swisher might just make the decision for them. They have 2 smokes, and the Molotov shouldn't be conclusive, but here's the fight. It's coming in. DJ's dropping that first volley. Kill goes their way, and Exit trying to force the issue. He's the next victim.
Valiant effort there from MIBR, but just the A for effort because they don't get the round. 14-12 in favor of ATK, who have turned this around in a similar fashion to the way they did it up against Evil Geniuses, right, on Vertigo when they were down 14-8. Obviously, it was a lot more dire in that situation, but they won 8 in a row there to pull off the win. Here, well, they've already won 6 in a row, and they're looking to make it 7. And in fact, it would be the same recovery in terms of rounds won in a row if MIBR don't respond soon. And there's the opener, finally going their way, but DJ gets the immediate response. Now he'll pull up the Utah in a very inopportune time, but Rex right there for the trade. Back and forth we go, and it will be MIBR to get the man advantage. 3v2, ATK, they got their foot on the gas pedal. They want to try and get the edge here towards the A site, knowing that they're down in numbers, and a flank could be on.
20. The space taken. MIBR's withdrawn, but they're setting up nades. Oh, these could be really chunky. He's gonna commit the bomb. Nade's gonna come over. That's not gonna finish him off, but the second will. It's the spray that actually does him in, but the end result is the same. He gets the bomb planted at least. We'll give Bowden a chance to fight, but it's so tough. This ping with everything going against them. These are not the kind of engagements he wants to take. And in the meantime, Insani has made the path through the side hall. They're starting to swing to try and keep his focus, but that's all just for the finishing blow. That is Insani. 13 for MIBR. They're not going down without a fight.
No, absolutely not. There we go. Finally, the MIBR that we're used to seeing coming through there. Insani also gets the free op upgrade. He will drop that over to Henny, who wouldn't have been able to buy it. No one would have been able to without it being found there. So MIBR get a 13th. Maybe they'll be able to tie this one up, but the money is so strong for ATK. Even if they should lose this one, they will still have a buy-up. In fact, they might be able to buy up for the remainder of regulation here pretty comfortably. 28th round of play. Bowden flashing out immediately. Maybe we're going to see a quick ramp pop here from ATK. We didn't really get it from either team so far. And, well, they won't deviate in this round either. Henny then posts up in mid. That's a great flashbang. Perfect placement to force him off the angle and open up the space into mid. Turtle opening frag through the smoke onto DJ. Again, Turtle delivering here as the nade also connects onto Mist and taking him down to 66, and Swisher, a separate nade, getting him down to 59. So the damage going the way of ATK and not really towards MIBR in this round.
And he's looking for a fight in mid. Swisher's here. He's going to be backed up by Exit. Oh, they know they've got confirmation. Turtle's got the kill elsewhere as well, and Swisher caught just before he slips behind the wall. So it's starting to look a little 30-ish here, John, unless Rek and Bowden can make some magic happen. Speaking of which, okay, Rek, the young gun, the stand-in who has been absolutely lights out on this map. Oh, almost finds himself another cheeky angle. Another one way, and Bowden Master, he's now just going to get run down. What can he hope to do? 30 seconds on the clock. He'd like to keep up economic damage, but the knife kill's going to come through, and the money will come flowing the other way.
I mean, when you have an opportunity to make a little bit of cash like that, you cannot deny yourself the pleasure. And Exit absolutely will not. There's the knife kill to come through here in this grand final, tying it up at 14-14. We are indeed going the full 30. The question becomes, does this end in regulation? Do we have a 16-14, or are we bound for overtime? The way this one has gone, it would seem only fitting if we do get to OT, Mike.
Starting to smell that way, isn't it?
Yep.
Starting to smell a little OT-ish. Nothing like a full gun buy as well for both sides on round 29 to really deliver. No excuses here. Mono a mono, AK IM4. What do you got for us? Henny taking the space in towards mid. But for the moment, it seems like ATK is going to be content to sit a little further back than they have at times. Pressure on, forcing Henny off the angle. Swisher taking that space. So the mid control for the moment rests with ATK. They got to be cautious. They know someone was postured around. They know the aggro play came through last round, so they don't want to press it too far. Speaking of pressing it too far, Wreck around the corner. Insani tucked in said corner. Now Insani, he's even getting away.
Wow, not even punished after getting a wicked shot onto Wreck. It's not the way ATK were hoping this round would kick off. They still got 1 minute and 5 seconds to work with, though. They will readjust themselves towards the B stairs. Turtle is waiting for them, though, and he's been pretty solid here as the B anchor. Utility will support him, more than likely, if he calls for it. Flashbang tossed, and Swisher is dropped. Turtle looking to do more damage here, throws the smoke up to give himself some cover, and now he's going to try and charge through it as the flashbangs rain in from MIBR. He does slip through the smoke. Will he catch off DJ as he gets through? He gets one. It's missed him. Wild spray there, and DJ and Bowden might have to just fall off here and try to go back to that A site.
Disastrous. Disastrous. Seems like 20 seconds they're going to save, John. They're going to save.
Wow.
If they live, it'll be enough to reinvest into utility for the next round. It'll be okay. They can't buy it time. First kill found. MIBR is wise to the game. How much they want to throw after this? They can throw a lot.
They can definitely.
Not a big issue here, and that's one. DJ without loss bonus. The op lives, but that's the only one that does.
Oh boy. Well, I mean, look, Mike, their economy wasn't terrible going into that round, so they should still be okay, even with DJ not getting the loss bonus.
Loss bonus wasn't good,
Oh,
John.
no.
It's bad. It's harrowing. It's going to be a hamstrung buy around this AWP to try and win a round.
You'll get Galil's
keep this
here.
game going.
You'll get Galil's. DJ can get a MAC 10. It's not the worst case situation.
It's about next up.
Yeah.
It's about next up.
Oh, if ATK don't manage to push this one to overtime, give themselves another crack at a win on Vertigo, excuse me, they are going to be kicking themselves. Oh my goodness.
Shows the resilience of this Brazilian squad.
Yeah.
Even when things were spiraling out of control, they knew. Just needed a few. A little bit more dynamic play, trying to get the nades down early. Temper Insani's aggression, and actually he's going to get caught by Bowden, so that works out beautifully. It holds him up just a little bit. That sets up Bowden on the angle. That's the whole play design. Now another spot here. Bowden, that's going to be a very tough shot to hit with the ping. Oh, wait. See if they'll give him another opportunity, but for MIBR at least, they seem to be prone towards the site holds now. Sitting back. A little bit of a lean A ramp. 2 players B, but nothing in towards mid. There's a chance for Swisher to maybe make some noise. BRN? BRN? The timing! Oh,
wow.
That could have been lethal, but Wreck is Johnny on the spot. He's ready for it. And now the pressure comes towards the site. MIBR looking at their chances to control this. Falling away from them. Just going to be Exit and Henny. The clear path towards a map win. It's fading before their very eyes. That second smoke seems off. But it's all a little bit of a fake as they're headed towards B anyways. The bomb is down. And these rotations, they're a little disjointed. They know the lurk's still here, so Henny's a little bit paranoid on the fade. And he has every reason to be. He's just been spotted. Down for the count, all into Exit. He's just trying to clear out the flank, but he needs to get towards that site before you know it. He's not got time. He knows he's in a risky spot, but there's only so long he can even entertain this fight with Mistim. Now he has to sprint towards site. 4 more players to find. And on the clock alone, this one's looking like an impossibility. Yes, Exit may find these kills, but they just don't matter. He has lost this one to the inevitable hand of the clock, and so we're going for more. We're going to overtime.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, but the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, a beautiful catastrophe. It's a toxic addiction. You're a guilty affliction. Yeah. I can't breathe. I need to get some air, but it's a toxic addiction. You're a guilty affliction. Yeah. You can't breathe and you just need some air. Yeah. Give me all of your lies, 'cause you're my demon in disguise. I learned to love the cage you keep me in, where the walls keep closing in, and I don't wanna die, but your poison feels so right. Why do I want you when you're bad for me? My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe. My perfect storm, my beautiful catastrophe.
And we are into the action here. A little bit of overtime going to be needed to separate these two teams. MIBR, despite control at various points in that map, could not close it out. ATK, as they have so often proved here in the playoffs, just a bit too tenacious to go down without a fight.
Yeah, and arguably the inferior buy-up in that last round. Although they did still have 3 Galeals, the AK and the AWP, it was pretty solid. But up against MIBR's 4 M4s and an AWP, you thought MIBR would have the edge, but it wasn't the case. BRN's peak as well, at the bottom of ramp, I thought that was a 2K for sure. But Rek was just too quick on the trigger and took him down before BRN was really able to activate at all. Well, here we go into overtime, though. Insani is going to get that opening frag onto Mistim, and he catches off Rek as he's going back into cover with utility in his hands, but he's safe for now. No trade from ATK just yet. Bowden peeking around this corner potentially. Let's see if he wide swings it, which he's been doing a lot, given this ping right now, and he does connect onto Henny. The patient game works for him this time, and indeed, ATK will even it out at a 4v4 with 52 seconds left on the clock here.
Tough one, though. 2 players sliding into the side hall. It's going to be a strong position to play the late game in. This bomb's not down yet. The bomb's actually waiting in the hands of Swisher. This could be bad if it drops. Little precariously postured. He's going to get the damage, but look at the dink back going the other way. This could be catastrophe. No! Wreck bails him out, the super sub, the man who has been on fire this map. Salvation there. Saving his bomb carrier in the nick of time, and they're rotating it towards B. A risky rotate, but with DJ's positioning, with his control, they know they're good for it. Turtle at least will temper that, but the bomb's going to be planted. His teammates aren't close. Rek needs to get here. The bomb goes down, but Turtle, does he even know that another player's here? If he kills Rek, it's over. I think he knows. I think he knows. And the flashbang is just too good. It's over. It's done, John. That risky rotate was too much to ask.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe MIBR pulled that one back. ATK looked like they were in full control. What a great swing from Rek into the side hall, and they rotate all the way back towards the opposite site, but I mean, MIBR just with heads full of steam, got all the information. Good flashbang thrown right at the end to ensure that Turtle gets that last frag, and Turtle the 3K to kick things off here. What a retake. 16 to 15. MIBR getting the round they needed. But that was back in regulation to close this one out. One round too late, unfortunately for them. Isn't it? Usually the case, though, huh? Insani goes on to half health here. He's going to push up because he realized the player got scaffolding. Missed him? Hello? Missed him.
Missed him so focused on the side hall fight. That's usually where Insani's gotten aggressive from. You didn't expect him just to be rocking down ramp. Didn't expect that at all. Now another player goes down by the wayside. It's looking darn good for MIBR. Two-man lead. Maybe Bowden can drag this back. But he's a bit too late in spotting a hint of an ankle. They're away. What do you got for us, DJ? Maybe gonna open up the other side of the map. They're trying to swing back in. He's been spotted. Damage on the Turtle, non-conclusive. ATK again, but left scrabbling for that opener.
What a
but Bowden,
shot.
ping or no ping, still gonna be able to hit some rippers. You give him enough cracks at it. Wreck lost means that the balance of power still rests with MIBR.
A shot with a high level of difficulty, Mike, because you have an instant to react to it, and Bowden was just right on the money. Oh. Well, round's over now, though. Exit gets the last two. Bowden and DJ caught out, and MIBR have won the first two here in OT, looking for the clean sweep in the first half of this first OT. And yeah, Missed him was just so locked in towards the fight at side hall that he didn't even realize that someone could have been towards ramp, and the smoke was geysing off any cover that he might have had from his teammates. So here we go. ATK, one last round here in this half of OT to try and get a round on the board.
Spread fight early to try and find some space. Aggression has worked for them a time or two. Swisher's going to try and take this ground, but there's a lot of utility going back the other way, and this is quite the skirmish now. Actually got Missed him alongside him, so this is a heavy commit, but look at this. Coming back the other way. This is so much presence from the site. Insani's going to get that kill, and I don't think they spotted everything. Insani carries it forward. So even if they were going to funnel in towards the sites now, the moment has been missed.
Insani slowed up in regulation, but he's come out with a bang here in overtime. He's got another 2 frags to his name, almost back to a KDR of 1, but Rek does manage to get a response here on to BRN, and that opens up the A site. A plant could come through. MIBR were heavily stacked towards B, and they are giving ATK the space to potentially get this plant. They do have the utility. Rek sneaks around the smoke, drops Insani. That's a 3v3, and Bowden could get the frag here onto the player towards CT, but a flashbang is thrown there by MIBR, and it is timely.
That is such an ambitious peek from Rek. He sticks around after he's spotted Madman. It sets up Bowden for the swing for the trade, but they still need to plant this bomb. That's the big problem. A 2-on-2. DJ, a timely kill. Not even sure how much of that he saw.
Yeah.
But that should allow the bomb plant. Exit. Smoke to try and close the gap, to try and get the spray. Tons of damage. Damage is not a kill. Exit wrapping. Trying to locate DJ. Does he realize he's just stuck around in the smoke? DJ presses through. DJ has the flank, and there's the round. ATK we're desperately searching for. We'll swap sides now, and at least one found means that this is still anyone's game.
Yeah, a little too much space given there by MIBR towards the A site, and they realized it too late. 3 players were on B, 2 were nearby on A, but not much visibility on the site proper. That lets ATK sneak around, and Rec do exactly that. Afterwards, Exit almost recovers. He was so close to getting a frag through that smoke, but it just was not meant to be, and ATK do indeed get that lone round here in the first half of that OT. But it's enough to keep things close here, and at least give them a chance to tie things up once more. At least before MIBR get the opportunity to get on map point, right? So we wait while the teams have a little fun, Mike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a moment there where my brain was trying to convince me this was a live round, and
Yeah, same here.
I was like, "Rec, you're taking this really seriously for warm-up. Did I misread the situation?"
Yeah, I had that moment too. I was like, I don't know what's happening here. Where are we going?
All right, so John, I'm gonna be honest with you. Looking
Yes.
at Rec AK, or the AK that he's holding, it's presumably somebody on MIBR's AK with all the dig stickers on it. I'm gonna know that that's a very expensive AK, correct?
You are correct. Yes, it's about. I can tell you in Canadian dollars. It's about 500 Canadian dollars, almost 600.
With all the dig hollows on it?
Oh, with the hollows, I'm just talking about the pure value of the skin. With the hollows, of course, it's just crazy.
Now, can I make my confession to you, John?
Yes.
I think that thing looks ugly as hell. That's gross.
Oh,
That's way too much going on there, man. That's way too much going on.
Oh man. Yeah, a little bit.
People be spending a lot of money just for clout.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, we're back into the round. However the AK looks, whatever its attractiveness or drip value, it's all going to be about what you do with it in this round. I missed him. He catches an HE. Knows he has to get out of that position. More nades could be on their way. More Molotovs. So he will withdraw. They hold onto the ground, and look at this aggressive push from ATK. 2 players push down B steps. Oh my goodness. This is a gamble, but it's a huge one. The bomb's still committed towards A. Even if this mid presence comes to bear, this rotation, this flank, this could be huge, but now it's about whose flank is more effective. Turtle is not being watched for at all. Oh, he's going to play it patient. He's going to play the trigger game, the crosshair game. He's got 1. He's got 2. Turtle has just torn open this round, torn it asunder, and it's his AK with the ugly stickers to try and make this round theirs. MIBR making it happen here. 5 alive in the host plant. Just full control.
Why you gotta do him like that? Jeez.
I just say what I say what I feel. I speak my truth, John.
I mean,
I'm sure he's happy with the AK, man. I'm sure
exactly,
it's drippy as
like,
heck, but just not my vibe.
Why do you have to make his decision feel like a bad one? I think he's enjoying it, and that's the important
Look,
part,
it got
right?
him 2 kills in this round. I think it's the best AK ever.
There you go. There you go. It's all about perspective. His Exit will take down Rec, and DJ's probably gone too. He will peek around. Okay, Exit will go down to DJ. DJ gets the AK, which is certainly worth saving. I don't know if you'll have the opportunity to, because MIBR is going to chase him down. Or maybe not. Yeah, there's two. And DJ gets the frag. So AK saved at least, but ATK, to save themselves here in this map, Mike, need 2 rounds in a row.
And if you're wondering about the hunts, they don't really matter conclusively, right? Money's not going to be an issue here, but you
AK
keep them
matters.
from having AKs, you keep them from having the one-shot headshots.
Exactly. It's the only real thing worth saving on CT side, given the start money in overtime.
Here's the play over. Exit flying in. What an entry from Exit. Just kicking in the doors of this B site. And he wants to take it one step further. Exit. That's a little bit awkward. Gives himself up to DJ. There's still a fight here. DJ holding strong.
Look at the
Health getting
damage.
low, but somehow they've come out the advantage. And they've still got a ton of utility as well. They can dump these Molotovs down. I don't...
They have
do they
bomb.
not know they have bomb?
I don't know.
Don't think they know they have bomb, John, and that could be their undoing. The lack of information, the lack of awareness. The Molotov still comes out. That
Swisher.
delays it, but BRN just found Swisher, a flank on a flank, a hat on a hat. And now I think ATK realized what they had all along. They know, but these nades need to come out now. They need to come out sharpish, and DJ, he'll never get a chance to throw them. So it's all on Bowden. The Opper with 120 ping now needs to try and light his way back into this round. They still have to challenge him. It's 55 seconds, so they've got all the time in the world to readjust this fight. It seems like they're going to take it towards mid. Still playing the buddy system, but putting doubts into Bowden's mind about where this is going to come from, putting time into this. You think holding an angle shot is hard on this ping? Talk about a quick flick. That's a nightmare. You may never even get the chance to react at all. Nope, he's spotted. He's out in the open. The headshot comes through, and this map is over. MIBR, it's a lot shakier than we're used to seeing them. It's a lot more of a fight than we expected, but they get it done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. They just need to win one of these next 3 maps, John, and they've booked a spot back in the ESL Pro League.
Yeah.